So, you think Rocket Raccoon is just some tiny little heel bot rat dog with a chip on his shoulder? Yeah, no. Think again. This furry ball of chaos is more like a hungry pit bull eyeing a lone fucking toddler at the playground. Don't underestimate him or you're gonna regret it. Some people think that Rocket Raccoon is just a heel bot, like I said, but if a tank or anything gets too close, you can shred them down with that primary fire, bombard mode, aka the trees grater. With 16 damage per round and 45 rounds, this little rat dog is something to fear. But sadly, this little rat dog also has a damage fall off within 10 meters and 40% damage fall off at 20 meters. Because you rocket mains or wannabe mains can't really do math, I'll be doing it for you. 45 rounds times 16 damage is 720 damage. Obviously, is a fuckwad of damage for a support, especially for a little ferret guy. Now, this little rat secondary fire repair mode is what makes him the heal bot your teammates are honestly kind of correct about, because you just sit in the back and shoot balls. With a healing ball that heals 70 HP per second to allies and 30 HP to yourself when fired at yourself, it is pretty nice. It's pretty nice, not gonna lie. But use common sense, it's not gonna do that good against burst damage because of the slow regeneration. The ball sack of regeneration has a range of 5 meters and bounces 5 times before it finds the ally to heal before it despawns. Which means you could be a little pussy and hide in the weirdest locations and just fire and have them bounce at your allies and heal them. It's honestly pretty awesome. You can play like a total wimp and it's awesome. Which, let's be honest, if you're trying to become a rocket main, you want to be a pussy. Like, that's just pretty common sense. Now, if you think about it, Rocket is a literal god with his BRB ability to bring back people from the dead. This ability has 45 seconds cooldown and lasts 300 seconds when just left alone. The BRB is also throws little armor packs at you, which gives you 25 armor, or you get a little jump boost. Or you can get both. I just found out recently you can get both. I did not know that somehow. The distance of this weird contraption is 50 meters, which is very nice. Which means your allies have a lot of room of error, which is awesome because you can get some of that BRB points to that proficiency, which is pretty nice if you care about lords. But also, say you accidentally misplace it like a little dumbass rat you are. You can actually push the same button you did to set it down to reclaim it, and depending on how much damage it takes during time or from another enemy, it actually shortens the amount of time you can actually place it. So a little strat for you rats out there is to throw a BRB right in the beginning of the match, have your allies pick up all the boosts, and then reclaim it right away, and it'll only take like 5 seconds until you can replace it. Now, I want you to imagine this. Rocket's jetpack dash. We're going to talk about that. It's kind of like you're late for a raccoon rave, imagine that. And your only sort of transportation is a busted up jetpack you found in Star-Lord's closet. Like, I mean, it's kind of weird, you know, you're going to use it though. Now with the busted ass jetpack, you can dash up to 10 meters actually. But if you look up, you can actually dash a little farther, which is quite nice. It comes in handy. But you also get 2 charges with this, with each charge taking 6 seconds to recharge. This is Rocket's main way of being a pussy and running out of situations. Being next to like the wall climb that we're going to talk about soon. This is a way to get the hell out of attacks, get the hell out of ults. Just get out of the way. Now the most funny thing, the most pussy way of Rocket is his wild crawl. It's basically if the spider from Spider-Man bit like a rodent on the ground, and now he can just like unlimited run on walls. It's awesome. It's like who Spider-Man who? Nah, it's Spider Raccoon. It's Spider Rat. It's Spider Ferret. It's Spider Rodent. That's what it is. This puts Spider-Man to shame with his wall climbing. 10 meters per second on the wall, which is much faster than walking normally. If you did not know, this Raccoon, the little rat is slow compared to running on walls somehow. Which is the main way you lose your opponents in sticky situations when like the thing is locked onto you or just some random thing is on you. Not the hero, like an actual random enemy is just on you. This is your main way of getting out, as well as like jetpacking to a wall so you can run out of that area. And another cool ability, I guess, is his heavenly slow fall. So heavenly and majestic how he slow falls. So basically, after from a certain height in the air, you slow fall. You're able to push the jump button and slow fall. with your jetpack. This is nice to like jetpacking up into the air and getting different angles and healing your allies, or getting different angles and flanking your opponents. It's very nice. All right. Now let's talk about Rocket's ultimate. This isn't any ability. This is an ability where Rocket says, "Hold my fucking beer," and unleashes a chaos that only a fucking rat with a brain that just found a trash can that was locked, and he had to pick it with his little rat tail and open it, and he found treasures that only a little rat with a brain can use. Like, it is amazing. It's the ultimate is called CYA, which honestly I don't know what it stands for, but it's super cool. But detected allies within 20 meters of this weird machine that he found from a trash can and made gets a 40% damage boost, which is awesome. Sadly, the machine isn't indestructible because Rocket's lazy fucking ass just did not care to add like any armor onto it or anything. I know he had the spare pieces because he can make armor packs. Use those armor packs to make that thing indestructible. I'm just saying, Rocket. I'm just saying. It has a duration of 12 seconds and has a health bar of 800, so it can be destroyed. Now that's all. Now that is all for the abilities, but now he has a couple of team-ups. This little rodent has a few team-ups, which is cool. The first one we're going to talk about is we become Groot's little personal rat dog, which is awesome. We ride his shoulders, and it's awesome. We get a 0.35% damage reduction while riding Groot, I believe, yes. And mainly this is used as an extra dash because you're just on Groot's head and it's like you're a big target. So people don't really use it except like as an extra dash. Basically think about it as a deer sitting in headlights. That's all Rocket is when on top of Groot. Ammo overload, which is the fucking team up for Bucky and Punisher, aka second ult for both of them. This not ultimate, I'm sorry. This team up gives them an unlimited ammo and faster firing speed, which is just insane. It lasts for 12 seconds and only has 40-second cooldown, so it's 40 seconds like a double. Every 40 seconds you get a double ult, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. It has a range of 10 meters, which, as if it isn't broken enough, which it has no health bar, and it is slightly regenerates health over time. So as if it wasn't broken enough, it does all of that. Okay, now we're going to wrap this up by talking about Rocket's strengths, and sadly, he does have a couple of weaknesses, which is crazy, as if this demigod of a being has weaknesses. So his first strength, which is absolutely amazing and broken, is his psychological fear factor. No, I'm just joking. His real first strength is his mobility. He has a very high mobility, able to get in and out of weird locations and get in and out of angles. And it's just very nice. He also has a lot of utility for his team, able to give packs, reviving, healing, armor packs, ammo. It is amazing. Another crazy strength he has, he's very versatile per player. He isn't just a heal bot. He can also dish out some crazy DPS with that cheese shredder of a primary fire. Whoo! Lost my breath there. Another huge strength is his size. Rocket has the smallest hitbox in the entire game, as a rat should, not gonna lie. Now, those are just a bit of his strengths. I'm sure there's more, and I'm sure I'm missing a few, but now let's talk about his weaknesses. Sadly, his weakness is he's very squishy. 250 HP, he's a squishy guy. Little rat, as a rat should be squishy. He's most viable when a team is coordinated. So if you have an uncoordinated team, where your healing orbs aren't able to heal as much as they can, you're not really healing as much as you can. So you're not going to be as viable. Another huge issue he has is his ultimate. Other support ultimates can like save the entire team and heal the entire team up, or revive the entire team, or just steal an ultimate from someone else. You can't do that with Rocket. Rocket's ultimate just gives a damage boost, which is amazing, but it's only a damage boost, and it can be destroyed, and it only has 800 HP, which isn't crazy. So that is a huge weakness he has. And one of the final weaknesses I want to mention, again, I'm sure there's more, is that your IQ drops when you play him. You play automatically stupider because you're a Rocket main, or want to be a Rocket main. Now, I hope you enjoyed this little guide. I hope this helped you understand this little adorable pit bull ferret thing. Make sure you keep in mind his weaknesses before unleashing his true power upon the lobby. Have a good night climbing with this fucking ferret.